guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster, Kyuujin Costly, and today guys, we're starting with you our new show!
Yes.
Fate Zero!
Yes. It was voted on Patreon to replace Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
So, and we've been excited about this because you've seen Fate Stay Night, right?
Yeah, so I may know a few of the characters, but
Yeah.
I've never seen Fate Zero.
You've wanted to watch Fate Zero for a while.
Yeah.
And I've never seen any of the Fate anime series. So, but I've, kept my eye on it. And I've been excited to watch it too, so I'm glad it won. And I'm pretty excited about this because I heard it's great. I keep hearing about the show, so I don't know anything about it. I mean, I'm guessing knights and swords because I see knights and swords on the thumbnail.
You can say that, yeah.
I see some crazy shit too, so there might be some supernatural elements in there. I don't know, but I will discover it with you guys, and you will see. I think the only thing I didn't know is that I think Fate Zero is a prequel to Fate Stay Night, but it came out after. So some people say that when you start the Fate series, you can start with Fate Stay Night, which is the first one, I think, or Fate Zero, which establishes the story because it's a prequel. I think I'm not wrong about that. But in any case, we will discover this with you. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you want to know when these episodes come out, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see the full reactions to these episodes, check out our Patreon. The link in the link is in the description.
In the meantime, let's watch it, guys.
Yes. Yay. Dead?
It doesn't seem to be very happy
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. It's a happy day.
それがアインツベルの悲願、そのための私。あなたの理想を知り、同じ祈りを胸に抱いたから、あなたは私を導いてくれた。人形でない生き方を与えてくれた。あなたは私を悼まなくていい。もう私はあなたの一部なんだから。だから
僕にその子を抱く資格はない。
誰もそんな風に泣かなくていい世界。
Is he like not
それがあ
human?
なたのエミやキリツグの夢見た理想でしょ。
I cannot tell you, I really don't
あ
know.
と8年。それであなたの戦いは終わる。だからこの子をイリアスフィールを抱いてあげて。胸を張って一人の普通の父親として。
I mean, at least for the sake of the child, give her that. I feel like I'm missing something. I need to find out what happened.
I think I understood what's going on, but I'm not gonna say a thing to you.
We'll figure it out as we watch the show. It's supposed to be done so we can watch this without having seen anything else.
霊種それこそが聖杯に選ばれた証。サーバントを滑るべくして与えられた成功だ。
Remember that.
ことみれきれい君。聖杯戦争。あらゆる時代、あらゆる国の英雄が現代によみがえり、歯を競い合う殺し合い。それが聖杯戦争だ。無論、対決は秘密に行うというのが暗黙の掟だ。それを徹底させるために、我ら聖堂教会から監督役が派遣される。冬季に現れる聖杯が神の御子の生物とは別物だという確証は当の昔に取れている。
They're all like circling him.
だからといって放置するには冬季の聖杯は強大すぎる。何せ万能の願望機だ。好ましからざる輩の手に渡ればどんな最悪を招くことか。ならば事前の策として冬季の聖杯を望ましいものに託せる道があるのならそれに越したことはないわけだ。遠坂家は魔術師の一門でありながら古くから教会とも縁故がある家柄。では私は 遠坂時頼氏を勝利させる目的で次の聖杯戦争に参加すればいいのですね。無論表面上は君と私は互いに聖杯を奪い合う敵同士として振る舞うことになろう。だが我々は水面下で共闘し力を合わせ残る5人のマスターを駆逐し殲滅する。より確実な勝利を収めるため思いのほか簡単に承諾してくれましたな、彼は。いや、むしろあれにとってそれが救いだったのかもしれません。つい先日あれは妻を亡くしましてな。目先を変えて新たな任務に取り組むことが、今のきれいな傷を癒す近道なのかもしれません。
It is a lot of information to take in if you didn't see Fate Stay Night, though.
Oh, I'm getting a few things, and if I'm wrong about certain facts, you'll just correct me.
If I remember those.
Or they'll correct us. Or you'll correct us.
Probably.
カリアおじさん、おかえり。
I remember her!
またお土産買ってきてくれたの？
はい。さくらちゃんは？
さくらはね、もういないの。
葵さん。
さくらはね、もう私の娘でも凛の妹でもないの。古き盟友たる魔党の要請に応えるとそう遠坂の当主が決定したの。私が意見できるわけがない。
Well, that's bullshit.
それでいいのか。
魔術師の血を受け継ぐ一族がごく当たり前の家族の幸せなんて求めるのは間違いよ。
嘘だ。君は幸せを望んであいつと。
これは遠坂と魔党の問題よ。魔術師の世界に背を向けたあなたには関わりのない話。
It is still bullshit. That you'd be willing to give your child like that?
落語者がよくおめおめと顔を出せたものよ。
Oh, there's so much love.
二度とわしの前にさらすでないと確かに申し付けたはずだがな。
遠坂の次女を迎え入れたそうだな。そんなにまでして魔党の血筋に魔術師の因子を残したいのか。
それをなじるか他でもない貴様が一体誰のせいでここまで魔党が霊落したと思っておる。遠坂の娘の胎盤からはさぞ優秀な術者が生まれ落ちるであろう。
So basically, they're just pawns.
として望みが持てる。
Yeah.
You don't fucking care about who they hurt?
No, because they want to win the war.
俺は次の聖杯戦争で魔党に聖杯を持ち帰る。それと引き換えに遠坂さくらを解放しろ。
バカを言え。今日の今日まで何の修行もしてこなかった落語者がわずか1年でサーバントのマスターになろうだと。
それを可能にする秘術があんたにはあるだろう。あんたお得意の虫使いの技が
いささか遅すぎたようじゃの。
じじい。まさか。
Oh shit.
初めの3日はそれはもう散々な泣き叫びようだったが4日目から声も出さなくなった。
What the
それでもなお救いたいと申すなら
She's still alive. She still deserves to be saved.
依存がない。
貴様が結果を出すまでは引き続きさくらの教育は続行するぞ。
What is that teaching her?
あくまでも自治会の聖杯戦争だ。それでも万が一貴様が聖杯を手にするようならば王ともその時は無論小娘は用済みじゃ。
What bullshit training is this?
親は生涯を通じた鍛錬の成果を子へと引き継がせるためである。代を重ねた魔道の家紋ほど権威を持つのはそのためだ。なぜこのような初歩的な話から始めるかというと、
Because we're watching.
一人の学生が私のもとに論文を提出してきたからだ。この論文は今私が話した通説に一石を投じる。
Spotlight.
術式に対するより深い理解とより手際の良い魔力の運用ができるなら生来の素養の差などいかようにも埋め合わせがき血の浅いものであっても一流の魔術師になれると説いている。はっきり言おう。
Maybe that's how it should be.
全て妄想に過ぎない。魔 魔術の優劣は血統の違いで決まる。これは覆すことのできない事実である。ウェイバー君、君の家は確か魔術師としての血統がまだ3代しか続いていなかったね。いいかね、魔術協会の歴史から見れば君の家はまだ生まれたばかりの赤ん坊
Yeah, but if it works like this, you're encouraging the families to breed their children in order to become magicians. That's how we end up with little girls being ravaged by insects.
Yeah. I do believe though that bloodline regarding magic can do a huge part in it, but I think you can still become a stronger magi.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of like in My
In
Hero
your own-
Academia, you know, when you're trying to breed strong children by making sure you have the right match and stuff like it's.
ギリギリ間に合ったではないか。じゃがな、無様な姿よな。
Jesus fuck.
ほれ、左足はまだ動くのか？
You piece of shit.
体内の刻印中を刺激すれば虫が貴様を食い潰してしまうぞ。まあそれでもわしの見立てでは貴様の命はもってあと一月ほどだろうな。十分だ。
Oh boy.
カリア、一年耐えた褒美じゃ貴様にふさわしい生物を見つけておいたわ。父の親切を無にするでないぞ。
Fuck you. You
You
got
got
it.
one!
満たせ満たせ満たせ満たせ満たせ繰り返す都度に5度
I think I might know which summon he will get with the fabric that he has.
ソニー医師と契約の対抗。ソニーは我が大使シュバイン王国。
サーバントの召喚にはそれほど大掛かりな法令は必要ないんだ。実際にサーバントを招き寄せるのは聖杯だからね。
I like him. He's got style.
次何時の世は我が元に我が命軍は何時の剣に聖杯のよるべに従いこの断りに従うならば答えよ我はこの全ては悪を敷く者されど何時はその目を
It's pretty cool.
凍らせ食べるべし
It reminds me of a book I read not too long ago.
何時三代の言霊をまとうしつけ抑止の輪より鍛え天秤の守り手よ。
They look cool.
Not what I expected.
Uh,
我々の勝利だ。
pretty cool.
Ah, I know him.
Arthur's a girl.
と
Who are you, Maggie?
Hi, Saber! Oh.
I know her face.
あなたが私のマスターか
I know her face, so I'm guessing we're following them mostly.
Yeah.
We're following everyone mostly. But okay.
Regarding your question though, I don't recall if all the masters can summon more than one, but from what I remember,
Well, it looks like they're all.
from what I
took one.
remember, each master get one summon, and
But
that
they
summon
choose
would
which
fight
one.
for them.
They have like a pool of possible servants. They just need to acquire the relic that is linked to the servant they want, and they have to acquire it first. I'm guessing. So it's a fight to get the strongest depending on your abilities, and then you summon it, and with this servant you fight the war.
Yeah.
In Stay Night, is it like 60 years later we have another war?
No.
Okay, so don't spoil me
No.
about that then.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, don't spoil me about that.
I don't know how many years passed though, but some of the characters that I've seen the first episode
Are in Stay Night?
in Stay Night. Yeah.
Okay. So we got a bunch of characters. We got a bunch of information dumped on us in this episode. We didn't speak much because usually we speak a lot during reactions, but I
We
tried
just got
to
overflowed by the
I tried to pay
information.
attention. I tried to understand as much as possible because it looks like since it's technically a prequel, and I know we can watch this without having seen Fate Stay Night, but I assume that it's better if you've seen Fate Stay Night because you have the general information about the world and how the magic system works.
Yes.
So yeah. So I tried to pay there.
I have seen Fate Stay Night, so I can understand what's going on about the Holy Grail, about all of the heroic spirits like Saber,
Well,
Archer,
they did a pretty good
stuff,
job. They
but-
made a pretty good job of, showing us what's gonna happen. It's just now it comes to me to remember everything. But that's why I paid more attention than I commented on the episode. But okay, so basically, we've got mages. We've got people, some people, not everyone, but some people in certain families get to use magic.
Mm-hmm.
Every 60 years, because of, a fight between 3 of the houses way back when, every 60 years, the Grail appears, the Holy Grail appears, and chooses 7 fighters, 7 mages. Mm-hmm. Amongst, I'm guessing, yes, people that qualify as mages. I'm guessing, considering everyone in this episode that basically said, I'll acquire the Grail, I'll make sure I'm chosen and stuff, got chosen. I'm guessing that if you really want it, it's a plus. But if you, if you have the qualities, if you have the abilities, and if you are worth it, the Grail chooses you, you have the mark, and then you get to pick a servant, and you're going to fight to get the Grail. And it grants you 1 wish. Mm. Okay. So I would assume there's a bunch of, I was about to say political, but yeah, sort of political, but powerful tactics amongst the families. The thing is, like, it reminds me a lot of An Unkindness of Magicians? No, I'm mixing 2 books. I read a book very similar to this where you got a bunch of families that can use magic, and after a certain amount of time, I think it's 50 years. Or less than that, I don't remember.
I didn't read that.
In any
book,
case,
so I don't
after
know.
an amount of years, after a while, there's a war. They basically pick one winner. It can be one from your family. You can hire someone. Basically, you hire or you choose a warrior, and that magician will get to fight the other magicians. And the winning family, because eventually it becomes fights to the death. The winning family gets to rule the magic world. So that's the book I read, and it's giving me vibes of this.
Yeah, pretty much like it.
So I guess, you've got the families and they all want to have this wish from the Holy Grail. So whenever someone gets, picked, they become a pawn in the bigger game that is the fights between the families. So the families can, for example, you've got what's his name? The assassin, the mage killer, who married into a family.
Kyuujin, that was
Yeah.
his name?
We still don't know why he killed mages. We still don't know why he stopped. But from, the other fighters think that, at least from what they've read, he probably got, married into the family so that the family could have access to his status as champion. Because if he wins, since he's married to the family gets the wish, basically. The family gets the Holy Grail. So I'm guessing when you're picked, you basically become a pawn in their game. So it's important to, know where your loyalties lie and who you want to fight for and stuff, because the families will fight to have one champion in their midst. And if they don't have one, they'll pick one. Make sure they have a strong one too.
Yeah.
And then you got kids like this one who
bought one from what we saw.
Or bought one. Bought one?
Well, he technically made a trade.
Which one?
For the little girl.
Oh, yeah. Well, he didn't
The
buy
Mato.
one, but, well,
Mato's
yeah, he wanted to
family
prepare
decided to
her.
Take one of the
One of his granddaughters.
Tosaka or Toshaka? Tosaka. He took one of his granddaughter for the Matos family, and
Basically,
you
no longer have control over that girl. She belongs to the family now.
That's so bullshit.
And I mean, the uncle is pretty dope to want to risk his life, because I'm guessing, like, if you don't win, you die. I don't think you can, I don't think there's an end to this war unless you don't die.
I don't.
Is it to the death?
To my knowledge, I'm not sure if it is
To the
really
death.
to the death, because I think some survive and Fate Stay Night.
But they
But
can be still defeated.
a bunch died, so I think for them it is a fight to the death.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, yeah, and I mean, considering what he looks like now and what he's been through for a
He
year,
won't survive long.
yeah, it's sad because I would root for him considering what he wants to do, like he wants to save his niece. It's sad, and he didn't want any part of this, so I feel bad for him. I don't know who to root for. I think I have like 2, maybe 3 characters. I'm like, well, maybe I can put, I can push them a little bit and be like, well, if you win, I'll be happy. I've got the mage killer who's pretty cool. He's got a family. He just got a daughter. He seems pretty conflicted with the whole thing.
He got Saber.
He got Saber,
I'm gonna vote for him.
We know he's gonna be important. You got you have the uncle whose goal is noble. So I cannot, be against him on this. And then you got the kid who also has like his goal isn't noble as much as it's a good goal.
He wants to prove that mages who do not come from an ancient family of mages
can
still be worthy, can still be powerful with practice.
There's a guy like that in the book I read too, who's a very in this story, you can you can use magic without having a magic family if you're lucky. So in his case, he basically started from nothing and created his own house, and then he entered a champion. So you can't not root for this guy a little bit, but it disturbed me what he did with this couple. Like, I don't know what his goal is or why he did this, but he's manipulating people into believing he's their grandchild.
Yeah, that's...
And he killed chickens.
That's twisted. Well, he killed the chicken to make the ritual, basically.
Yeah, but no one else used blood. He's the only one who killed chickens, I think. In any case.
Probably depends on what type of ritual you want to... What type of...
servant you want to summon?
Maybe not summon, but what type of...
servant you want?
Yeah, I guess.
It's the same thing. Anyway, but yeah, aside from the creepy side of what I saw and what, I don't understand concerning this character, I think that what he's trying to do is nice, and maybe, like I said in the episode, maybe if people stop trying to breed strong mages through families and marriage and, forcing people to follow the family legacy and shit, you wouldn't have such a war. People would not fight as much. It wouldn't be as crazy as it is, and we wouldn't have little girls being violated by insects for this, the sick perversions and goals of their grandfather.
Yeah, that was fucked up. You know what? I know that some families are really, really traditional, and you respect your elder and you follow what your elder, like the patriarch or the matriarch, asks you to do. But
yeah,
I'm so...
Not when it's
I'm
no,
still
it's
rooting
not
for the liberty of
not when it's not when it's toxic like that,
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like, for example, the uncle didn't want any part of this, and he got fucking sent away, like denied, disowned from his family.
Well, maybe not disowned, because he got technically accepted into the family again to be their champion.
Yeah, he got accepted when he came back to be like, okay, I'll fight for you and bring you the Holy Grail. Yeah. If he had just came back and be like, Dad, please, he would not have been accepted back.
Get the fuck out.
Anyway, I think it's a pretty good premise. It's a good first episode. I think I'm already in love with the world, and I like the concept. Of course, there was a lot of information being dumped on us. For example, like, a lot of the stuff that happened early in the episode, I did not understand. And once I learned, what the rules of this world were, I was like, shit, I wish I could go back and rewatch this scene again. And, I could do that, but not in reaction. But I could go back and hear the reasons for teaming up, for example, because that's one thing I was thinking about. We've got 2 fighters who basically teamed up. I'm guessing because, well, the stronger they are, the more chances they have of getting the Grail. I have a feeling that the guy who started this partnership thinks he's gonna just kill the guy from the church once he wins and get the Grail.
Probably.
I think he said the reason for, teaming up was that, the Holy Grail this time is freaking powerful, and they cannot allow anyone else to just have it and do whatever they want with it. I think it worked for the guy that comes from the church, but you're right. I think he might also want to win this for his personal gain. But we'll have to wait and see. Like, it depends on what type of guy he is. He seems very loyal to the father from the what's their name? The people who sold their daughter.
Tosaka?
Tosaka? There you go. So he seemed pretty loyal to this guy. He trained under him and shit, so I don't know. Like, we need to see more of these characters to be able to read them perfectly, but we've got alliances, we've got people trying to, you know, understand what the other fighters are gonna do and what, you know, try to understand their characters despite the little information they have on them.
Yeah.
So we also need to learn more about their pasts.
You know what? This is not a spoil, but I was surprised that Saber aside, all the other summoning were different from Fate Stay Night.
Well, there are many of them.
No, but I thought at first that there was. I know that there's different type of Eric summons, but I thought that those were the same summons. You know, I didn't think that there might be multiple type of Saber's spirits.
Well, I mean,
You know?
you've got different types of knights, I guess. You've got assassins types of servants. So yeah, I mean, I think it's cool because it gives opportunity to see more of them. They kept Saber and Stay Night, so at least you got her. But now you get to see others and see how cool they are. It's true that, you know, to have, you know, 7 legendary servants, 7 specific legendary servants, and always use them would be crazy. And that would, you know, speak to how epic they are. But to have different categories and to have the pick just gives more chances to, you know, the people like, you know, this kid who came from nowhere, has nothing. No one can buy him like the big relics. So he's basically bound to find one on his own, which he did. But if you had like 7 summons that everyone always use and they are so epic and legendary, like how would you find a relic for this?
Yeah, I guess that.
Yeah, the families would have kept them all, you know.
I think that the war would have started even before the Holy Grail war would have started.
No, but that's the thing.
Just
Like, the bigger families have access to the bigger relics. So to have the pick at least gives a chance to the ones that don't have big families. Anyway, I'm getting a bit tired and it's really hot in here, so we'll have to stop this conversation unless you want to talk about something else
No,
in
I'm
the
done.
episode.
I'm done. I'm just waiting for the episode 2 to see what's going on.
But it's a pretty good start, and I did not know what it was gonna be about. But since it's really similar to the book I read, and I like the book, I'm into this. A lot. I cannot wait to see the fight start, and I want to see who the other fighters are supposed to be, because we did not see the 7
No, we see like 5
or 6, because we knew the professor, the guy that was teaching the kid, was in there, right? The blonde dude.
We know 6 out of 7, true, because they didn't know that the student was one of them.
We just don't know
So
who he's gonna
we
summon.
know the mage killer, the church guy. We know the uncle.
Yeah, the kid.
The kid.
The
We know
father with the church guy.
the fuck.
Yeah, the two that work together. The mage killer, the kid, the uncle. You got the professor, and we're missing one.
Yeah.
So
who's gonna be the 7th one?
it's gonna be a good show. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited too. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already, so check it out if you want. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, wait for the next one to be out on YouTube next week, guys.
Yes.
So see you then.
Bye.